This week, you'll be reading some words that have the digraph CK in them. When you see a CK in a word, you just say K. Okay, so it's the same as a hard C, K, or the sound for K, K. But you'll notice that CK will never be at the beginning of a word. Okay, in your words, you'll see that the CK is at the end of your base word. And there will be a couple words where you will notice an S or the ED added at the end of it as well. So let's get started blending some of our words that have this sound. Say B, A, ba, K, B, A, K, back. Go ahead and say back. Now we're going to change the first sound. So say S, A, sa, K, sack, sack. Repeat the word sack. So sack is a bag that you might carry things in. One of the characters in your story is going to be this. Say J, A, K, Jack. Jack is one of the characters from your story. Now, CK will stay at the end. We're going to look at words that have a different vowel sound. So we can have a R, A, K, R, A, K, rock. And this is one of those words where we can have rock, but notice CK does not have to be the end of this word. You can make it plural, rocks. So your CK now is right here, which is more in the middle of the word because we've added an ending, a plural S to rock. So you need to be able to read rock and you need to be able to read rocks. Now, some of your words will have a blend in them. So when we have a blend, we have two letters that each keep their own sounds, but they work together. So say T, say R, say tr. We have to have a vowel in every word. Say A, K, T, R, tr, A, K, track. Go ahead and repeat the word track. We will have another blend now. Look at this one. Say st, st, ack, st, ack, stack. Go ahead and repeat the word stack. Stack is like a pile. You have things that are stacked upon each other. We're going to change our vowel sound back to the ah. And look at this word. So, say full, ah, flock. Go ahead and say the word flock. In your story, you're going to see a flock of birds. We're going to get to the bird right now, okay? So there's flock. We are going to change our vowel sound again. This time we're going to have the I, ick. Okay, now the beginning, notice this one is going to be a digraph of CH. So when you see a CH, you say ch, ch, ick, chick. So the flock of birds is going to be a flock of chicks. Now listen at the end, chicks. So if you hear that, now we have to add the S, chicks. So one chick or more than one chick when we add that S. Another word that you need to be able to read in your story is going to have this vowel sound. Now we are going to have, this is the one word that goes k. We're going to have a p, l, k, p, l, pl, k. The word is pluck. So you pluck something. You're trying to take something in our story. And one more word that I want to point out that's going to have a different ending is look at this word right here. So this base word is pick. But in your story, you're going to see that it has an ED ending on it. So when you see this word, this is actually going to sound like a t, picked. So when you pluck something, you might be picking something, but past tense would be picked. So these are some of the words that you need to be able to read in your story. For your lesson, I'm going to be saying one of these words in the audio button. So you're going to click that play button and listen to the word I say. I want you to repeat the word and tap how many sounds. So if it's picked, you would say p, I, k, t. Then what you are going to do is you will see in your Nearpod lesson that you will have your grid that looks like this. So you will take your sounds and you will put a colored dot for p, I, k, t. Now you can use different colored dots. You can use the same colored dots. That part's up to you. Underneath here is where you're going to write the letters that match those sounds. So for p, you write a P. I, k. Now when you hear the k in your words this week, you need to be thinking this is a digraph, 2 letters that make one sound. So you're going to write CK in the same box. And then this is the only word where you'll have the t sound here, which we write with an ED. So that's why I wanted to do this word with you. And then on the line, this is where you can write the whole word out, picked. And you always want to make sure that you say the word to yourself. So that way you're practicing all the time how to read that word and how to spell that word.